Hola, clase. I just want to give you a brief explanation of what I want you to do today so that there isn't any confusion. So, normally we'd be preparing for a test because we'd be taking a little test at the end of the chapter. But with break, I told you, nah, we're not going to do a test. I still want you to review vocabulary because, well, you're going to go on break for 2 weeks, and Spanish likes to fly out of your head when you take a break. So, you need to go to Google Classroom. And again, I might have the link for this on the slideshow, so you can probably just use that link. But on Google Classroom, the very bottom of U2L1, I have put an assignment that says U2L1 Practicamos para el examen. And in there is a document that each of you should get your own copy of that looks like this. And basically, I gave you 8 options on how to review vocabulary. And you may choose which one works for you. And then you need to do screenshots for most of them. I'll show you the 2 that are the exception where you can do something else to prove that you did the work. Now, if you aren't used to doing a screenshot, and apparently I forgot to link this, so I will open that article right now. That's not the one. Okay, I will link this. Okay, I have this article linked. It shows you how to do it. But basically, this button up here, this little square with the 2 lines, that's the key. You do Control and Him, and it'll make a screenshot for you. And then you just paste it in to the spot you need. And I'm linking right now so you have that. Okay, good. Now, most of these, you click on them and you open them up and you're going to get an activity. So here is flashcards, and you see Arte. And when you go through the cards, so it says art and so on, do you see at the bottom it's showing me that you're doing them? So when you get to the end, it will tell me that you did all of the cards. So you can do the flashcards, that's fine. Just so you know, if you really want to test yourself, if you know a card, you can kick it out by using that little line. You can also decide which side shows up first. So if you'd rather see the English and see if you know the Spanish, that'd be fine. You can reset with this button, and so on and so forth. You can also hear it
El
talk to you
arte.
like that, okay? You need to do the whole set, and then on the last card, you take a screenshot, you put it in here, I know you did it. Practice, you'll get the same link, but up at the top, do you see how it says practice? Click practice, and this is where you type in the words. Again, you can decide, do you want to type the English or the Spanish? So I would suggest you type the English. And you hit check or hit enter. If you got it right, you get a green check mark. If you get it wrong, let's say I type math instead of science here, you get an X. Again, when you're all done, when this says 49 out of 49, you take a screenshot and I will look at your little green and red checks. Okay? Matching. This is the easy matching. You click matching. They're all right side up. You just have to match up English and Spanish. Okay? Crossword. I did this one a little differently this time. So this one, I used a different program. It makes a crossword. You are able to click and type in. Just so you know, on the crossword, because of the way crosswords work, you don't have to use accents and you don't have to use the little N with the tilde with the little squiggle. You just use a normal N for that, and you use normal vowels, because with crosswords, it makes it too hard to actually have things that intersect. And again, screenshot when you're done. It'll actually say good job or something at the top. So I'll see that you have part of it done, and I'll see the thing if you take the screenshot. Concentration game. Some of you may have played this. It may have been called memory match when you were a kid. So this is the harder version of memory.
In the morning. De la tarde.
If the sound drives you crazy, it would drive me crazy. Feel free to kick that off. You also can have the cards numbered, which might make it a little easier. When you're all done, take a picture, screenshot, and put it there. Snowman is like hangman, but that way the kids don't see somebody hanging. It's single words or single word phrases, so you need to do 25 of them. This one, do not close it out or close your computer in the middle of it, or you'll have to start over. I need to see that these two numbers add up to 25, the full snowman and the melted puddle. Okay? Busca palabras is a word search. Now, this is one where you have two choices. You get to make a copy, so it's your own copy. It'll work sometime today. And if you decide to do this, I suggest using either the line or the box tool to find your words. So let's say I use the box and I'm looking, I see it right here, todos los días, every day. So I box him, okay? I would tell it to be transparent and I would tell it to do some kind of other color just to make it really easy to see, okay? And you can just do that throughout, okay? You may also just want to use the same box and just kind of copy it a bunch of times and you can adjust it to fit around. When you're all done, you could take a screenshot or you could share the link. So you could hit change link, change it to anyone with the link or at least Mohawk local schools. Hit copy link and you could paste that link here instead of doing a screenshot, whichever is easier. Palabras mezcladas is very similar. Again, you make your own copy. Five years later, it opens. And you are descrambling words. Now, it looks like a bunch, but it was just the way that I had to screenshot it. I would recommend for these that you just take a text box. You take a text box and you put it over top. All right. And I'd go ahead and once you have figured out or put it to the side even, like, okay, this is L. Okay. I wouldn't worry about making them fit in the boxes because obviously the way the letters are, they may not. This just gives you an idea of, oh, it should be a 2-letter word and then a 4-letter word. Okay? When you're done, again, you can either take screenshots of all three, or this one, again, it might be easier to just do share, change it to Mohawk local schools, hit copy, stick the link there. Now, again, you only have to do 4. Don't be like, oh my gosh, you gave us so many. You only have to do 4. Okay? If you have questions, pregúntame, send me an email. Otherwise, buena suerte. Make sure this gets turned in on Google Classroom. Buena suerte. Adios.